Hello, this is Andrea and Daniel. This isn't our usual travel videos, which we like to create, but this is Daniel's project, and it's part 2 of the sump pump water problem. And here he's just continuing to try to make it a better situation.
Well, we got more rain on the way, and we found out that the pipe here had a couple of leaks in it. Lay a solid pipe in here and glue it all together. And then this barrier will be just under the ground up to about 2/3 of the way to the lawn up in the front. And so I basically got the line drawn for the straightness of it. I'm going to dig the trench and make sure that it's level.
So, in our last video, when we dug in this area because of a leak, we found that the pipe that was laid by the people who replaced our water line, what
There's a plumber.
they did is they put in this PVC pipe. It was a good foot down or more.
Yeah, it's about 1.5 feet down.
And well, we found that it was leaking in many places, but what we actually determined is that it actually had maybe some water in it. The slope was not correct.
Well, it stayed full of water in the wintertime.
But right in a certain area, it could have been water sitting in there over winter. We stopped using it in the winter, so it just sits there, and that's what broke the pipe. Well, then we thought we'll just lay a pipe over the lawn like you saw in our last video on this whole situation. But now, today, Daniel got up very early because the weather has been so strange. It's either thunderstorming or so hot and humid you can't stand to be out here. So he's getting an early start this morning on just the worst part of this job right now is digging the trench. And so by putting in a downhill slope, that water won't ever be sitting in this pipe. And here's the new 3 pieces. He needs 28 feet. So he bought 30 feet of this. But the other reason he decided to bury this pipe is one of our sump pumps went out. The sump pump that he turns on to bring the water out the front here, it stopped working.
It was working, but it was breaking fuses.
Oh, it was.
Oh,
it was breaking fuses. Oh,
so
okay.
I figured it was on its way out.
So it was time to replace that one. We went and bought that one yesterday. So okay, that's the first part of this project. Okay, so for right now, he finished pretty much digging the trench all the way down, and now he's gluing this and connecting it here.
The elbow right.
So, okay, you go.
I gotta put the glue on.
Okay, so then
You got this glue here.
you put the glue on, and then he's connecting
I already applied the cleaner.
a new connection.
An elbow and. Okay.
And I'll just hold my foot
I'll
on.
come over this way.
I'll hold my foot down here so it just keeps it still for him. I don't have the right shoes on, but so then he's doing that end over there.
You can see, I don't want to spill this. It's my only glue. Should go on here. Push it on. And put it in place.
Okay, so that you already had that corner on.
That can stay on there. That's okay, that's good.
So he pushed it on real tight. And so once it's on a slant going down, then water won't sit in there, and we should never have that freezing up problem again. Well, now he's just gonna work on
just making the connections, and then just leveling it off once all the
making
connections
sure
are made.
it's, yeah. Because if you need to take any more dirt off, you can just do that.
Yeah, I can just level it off. But I put it in there first. I did a dry fit,
Oh yeah.
and I could see that it was pretty well how I wanted it. Now I'm going to do the connections and then level it off. You can see that if I had a level out there, this is actually high. This trench actually goes down to that level. That's the cleaner. And then the blue. And then the blue here. Press them together. Okay, and then just hold until it starts to dry. Let it go on this, it would.
Yeah, I can see that it just bounces
back
until it doesn't take long.
You can get the lines, get the writing on there. It's like that's it. Now I can clean this side, be all ready to go on my connection out there. I'll put that one together. But I gotta clean this one. So I'll go over here. That's already done. I'll get a cleaner on here. Maybe now I won't put the cleaner on here until I make the connection because I might drag it in the dirt. So I don't have to clean it twice. This one here, this end will go onto that pipe there. Put my rag over here. I'll wipe it down a little bit.
I'm just putting a little pressure on this end, so because he's going to be pushing. And is it okay?
You can kind of help me here.
So then this one you cut off how much? 2 feet?
I gotta measure it. I gotta measure it to what I want to be.
It's a 10-foot piece.
Yeah. Come right to the edge here.
Let's see here. He's gonna stop it right to the edge of the sidewalk, and he's got this much extra.
So I have to where.
So he'll mark where to cut it.
That's where I gotta cut it. Look down. binding up. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to put this on anything. That's going to be out the other side. I'll take my factory cut and glue it to the other factory cut. And I already cleaned the outside. I cleaned the inside here, and that's the last two joints.
So this is the location in our basement of the two sump pumps. The one sump pump putting the water to the front of the house is what failed. So he has that one disconnected, as you can see there. And now he's opening up the box to the new one. We are, the other sump pump sending the water to the back of the house is still functioning fine. We're not sure how old they are, but they only last for a certain length of time, and these have been running so much with all the rain that it was time to replace this one. So this time he decided to go back to the sump pump that is the standing up kind instead of the submersible kind.
This was the kind that was in here when I got here.
This is, yeah, like we had originally. He knew it needed a 1.5 inch discharge. And
Interesting.
it used to have the 60 GPM.
Yeah, that's all the same. GPM is gallons per minute.
Gallons per minute, yes, okay.
That's the float, turns it on, turns it off.
Daniel attached the check valve to keep the water from coming back up here.
That's this thing
Now
right
he's
there.
putting the float on.
Float on.
We had quite a hard time connecting that.
Yeah. They make it so
Finally
you don't.
got that. So now this is the float, and I think that's about it before you put it down there.
That's it. 'Cause this one goes. This goes down. It goes on, and it goes up. It floats up. Okay.
So this is just his old pipe. This didn't come with it.
No,
That's just from the old.
not a fun part is to make sure that the last two connections, the electrical and the. And at least I got
Well, it's long enough.
Oh yeah, but I gotta get it behind all those pipes.
Oh,
That's the fun part. The best part is that the other ones, all my stuff was below water line. This is above water line, so. All right.
so you prefer that kind?
I think so. Hopefully, it'll all line up good. It looks like it should.
Okay. So down in the
Yeah, I think I got something.
in the water
in
it
there.
went.
Yeah, brick in there or something.
What? The sump pump to the other one just ran and turned off.
Right. I'm looking how far where I am too. Might be too far away. All right, I gotta figure this out.
Well, the last time you had a stand-up type like this, you didn't have that second one in there, did you?
No, there was only one in there.
So I wonder if it'll
There's
be
nothing in there. This here, these two connections are too far apart. So I might have to.
Which two connections?
This here and the one down there. So I gotta go basically.
So you might not have enough room?
Well, I have to get another pipe to put in there. Should be able to do that, but I gotta get down there and look at it at that level. So I gotta put it back in. I like it. It was like leaning. I don't know. It was leaning.
It's something's touching.
Yeah, I know. On the bottom. There's a brick that's up high.
Okay.
But I got to get in there.
The two floats are touching.
Well, I'm not done.
Oh yeah.
It's way off center and everything
Oh,
else.
okay.
All right, let me go down there and I got to get in the way.
Okay, he's gonna sit down and get closer to it. Okay, he just had to get down on the floor so that he could position this thing in the proper place.
You just got to see all the little adjustment. I got to get so the floats by itself and then get the pipe lined up. So, it's take a little bit of water.
This is the completed new sump pump installed. Yeah, it's a tight fit, but he got the pipe connected okay. That one's working. I wonder if he tried the one to the backyard. Because it seems like the two floaters are almost touching each other. I'll go ask him that. So it's together here now. You said you're going to, you can
I'll draw it over.
pull it over a little
Right.
and secure it so that isn't right smack next to
Right.
the sump
What I
pump.
want to do here too. Put this in here.
Now what we have to do right now is
All right, there it is.
switch it over to the other sump pump going to the backyard just to make sure they both are working properly.
Well, they can work together like they had the other ones. All right.
So that's it's a changing of
Well, it's got the one on the submerged sub pump. It has it'll click the switch on, and then they both should start. We'll see if it works that way.
So we're waiting for the sump pump to the backyard to work now.
Because it should kick on this one if I have it dialed in properly. I got to dial that float in properly. Might be too high.
That's the little black.
This is the little black thing here. I gotta make sure that's not up against anything. I gotta still put all those wires back around behind everything. You'll know as soon as the sub pump comes on. I'm waiting for that black float
The
that's in
black
there.
float is right
Right by the
there.
wire. That one should kick on.
As soon as the water level gets high enough.
Right.
I see something vibrating.
You'll know when it goes on.
You see the water moving?
Well, you'll hear it. You've been waiting here for the float to rise to make sure that it trigger for this to have electricity. So when the power comes from the other off switch, the black float down there, it should kick on. And it should work together then.
Okay,
They both went on.
so the submersible one went on. What do you have both of them
They're
on?
both on. It's all going to work.
Oh, they're both working. They're both working right now?
Yep.
Oh, he wanted to make sure they work in unison together.
They did.
So-
Want to go out and take a look outside?
So now we'll look outside to make sure water's coming out both ends. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's working good. And that one. worked at the same time. So that's all good. Daniel just slightly covered this pipe up. It's not at all, you know, completed. We need dirt. We have to plant grass.
Just trying to make sure that it's all, the water's coming out exactly the way I want it to come out. It seems to be doing it, because at the bottom here where the water expels, it drains out and it's just a little bit flowing out, and there's no water in the pipes, so they can kind of pick them up and feel it. So looks pretty good.
Now they both turned off, and he will secure the outgoing.
Just this, the whole thing. I think I put like a couple holes in here and put zip ties over here.
Oh, okay, he's just going to literally pull this pipe just a little away from this,
Yeah.
so that this gap isn't, I mean, so that there's a little gap there.
Or it'll be over this way.
And that will also bring that floater, you know, away from the sidewall. And that's it. And then it's the landscaping outside, and that's the end of that project. Thanks for watching.